All right, we are live. Good morning, Gelser National Area. If you are on the Google Hangout, go ahead and text me, text your senior sales director so that we know that you're on. Super excited about the Google Hangout today. We have a ton of recognition. Holy cow, because it's the first of the month. And then Nikki is on, as you can see. I don't think you can see her yet, but she'll be on in just a second. And she is going to share with you what she is passionate about. They had a great success night last night. She and Amanda did, and she is passionate. We had an amazing moving up night last night. And I do want to share with you some thoughts that Nikki Bartell shared. So don't let me forget about that, about who you can invite still to the call tonight and get this information out to your people. Nikki really had a great list for us to do that. In fact, I'm going to give that to you right now. I'm going to give that to you right now so I don't forget. And share this with your unit, you guys, but do it yourselves. Do it yourselves. Lead by example. Okay, who should you invite tonight? Nikki Bartell said, number one, women who would truly appreciate the Mary Kay culture. I thought that was so wise. Who do you know in your life that is just a great person, that she loves empowering women, that she loves seeing women succeed? You know, you're going to have Leah Carta on the call tonight. You are going to have Tammy Craig, and you are going to have Cecilia James, and then Sean Key is going to facilitate it. They are going to see the culture of this business. So number one, invite women who you like. Nikki invited our sister-in-law to get on that Google Hangout tonight, the culture of Mary Kay. Number two, tech-savvy women. Tech-savvy women, you're asking them to give us their feedback on the first time Mary Kay has used this technology. So you want to think, who is tech-savvy, that they would be honored and flattered that you would invite them to give you their opinion about this technology, okay? Number three, sharp women who live far away. Who are the women like Nikki was talking about last night, who live far away, that you're like, oh my goodness, I don't want to drive 5 hours to facial them, but they're far away and I need them to hear about this Mary Kay opportunity. So number three, sharp women who live far away. Number four, who are the women you need to revisit? Who are the women who said no last year? Who are the women that you can't get off your brain? You've already talked to them. They've already been a hostess, but you need to revisit them. And then number five, she said, somebody who almost signed, somebody who you thought, oh my goodness, she's going to do this, and then didn't. So those are the five people to jar your brain to think, who can I invite on the Google Hangout tonight? And don't forget, from our national area, one guest is going to win an L Sparkles bracelet, okay, when they get their information into you and you get it to me. And then one person is also one consultant who has the most guests on. You guys don't forget to sell that. The consultant who has the most guests on the Google Hangout tonight gets a bracelet from me as well. All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with our recognition. I'm going to have to put my glasses on. Okay, sisters, I just figured it out. After all of the orders were in yesterday, our area had its best month of the year. Congratulations, of the seminar year. You had your best month. $161,000 in wholesale production. Our best month ever is $180,000, and we're going to blow that out of the water this month. First line, so close to the goal. You did 75,613. The goal was 80,000. Congratulations. My personal unit did 16,000. The goal was 20,000. Second line, you did 61,152, beating your month last month, and now you're going on to that 90,000, which I'm going to give you. And third line, Trisha Bless, you did 8454, so close to that 10,000. Holy cow, you guys, I'm so excited for you. Okay, here are the goals for this month. Are you ready? First line goal, 90,000, 90,000. And by the way, first line sales directors, I just want to say a shout out to you. Every single one of the first line bonus and beyond. So exciting. And every single unit in the Gelser area did production. No one missed production last month. You guys are growing because you are working your businesses. So first line, here's your goal, 90,000. 90,000 for the first line. And for some of you who I've already talked to, my goal is to talk to all of the first line this week. You've given me your thoughts, and you are rocking and rolling toward cars. Second line, 80,000. You did 61,000 last month. You can do it, sisters. You can do it. Some of you have so many big goals for this month. And third line, Trisha, I don't know what you want to do. I haven't talked to you. You're in Florida, so let me know what your goal is. But it's at least 10,000, but I know you're going beyond that, so I don't want to put a cap on that. And my personal unit is 20,000. I got to hit that $20,000 mark with my personal unit. Okay, here we go. The units that did over 5,000 in production, they bonused the Susan Riordan unit, the Brandy Lampman unit, and the Mary McIntosh unit. Brand new sales director Mary bonus 2 months in a row, her first 2 months. They will be finishing on the move this month. Mary McIntosh, we are cheering for you. We are not letting you off the hook, sister. You are going to do it with your production. You're going to get those 3 qualifieds, and you're going to get that $1,000 for your family and the ring and the accolades forever that you did on the move, okay? It is done, Mary McIntosh. And you get me to come visit you. Hello, best prize ever. All right, over $6,000 in production. We had the Jamie Riley unit and the Kate Unger unit with over 65 and getting the $500 bonus. Congratulations, the Becky Mueller unit and the Crystal Pound unit. Crystal Pound's best month of this year. Congratulations. And Megan Cruz, she did it 3 months in a row, earning the complete $2,500 bonus. Megan, I am so stinking proud of you. You did not let go of this. Oh my goodness. With over $8,000 in production, the Jamie Lopez unit and the Trisha Bless unit, both of them doing over 13% from last year, earning themselves and their families the $500 bonus. Yay! Oh my goodness. All right. With over $10,000 in production, earning the $500 13% bonus and her best month ever, the Cara Skelzer unit. Congratulations, Cara. Shut up. $10,000, you guys, while on spring break from college. And she has an on-target car driver, Melissa Stibb, a senior in college. And Melissa Stibb's new consultant, she has a great consultant. Her name is Carrie, came to our moving up night last night because she lives in Watertown. Fantastic. Don't you not think that 21-year-olds can recruit great people, because they can, and she did. Over $14,000 in production, another best month ever. Congratulations to the Amanda Collins unit, earning them the $2,500 bonus. Her paycheck for this month is over $5,500. Can you get excited about that? Oh my goodness, so excited. Over $18,000 in production, the Tammy Clout unit. Holy cow, also earning the $2,500 bonus. Tammy, we are so proud of you and your unit, doing it while going to Montana on vacation, having 3 kids under the age of 4 and pregnant. Sister, no excuses, no excuses. And the #1 unit in the Gelzer area with over $28,000 in production, the Nikki Hill unit. Woo! Congratulations. Wow, there's so much more. With 5 or more new unit team members, we have the Becky Mueller unit. Congratulations, Becky. With 6 new unit members, the Jamie Riley unit. With 9 new unit members, the Cara Skelzer unit. And here's where it gets exciting, with 10 or more, because 10 is growth. We have 3 units this month with over 10. The Nikki Hill unit with 10 new unit members. The Tammy Clout unit with 13 new unit members. And the queen of unit recruiting, none other than Amanda Collins, with 15 new unit members. And speaking of Amanda Collins, not only did they have their best month ever, not only did they have 15 new unit members, but they earned Premier Club 8 days early before the end of the month. It is time for Cadillac. She's earned 2 free cars in the last 2 months. We are so proud of you, Amanda. Holy cow. All right, with medals, leading by example, bronze medals. Look at this. Nikki's unit had 10 new. Well, she bronze medaled. Becky's unit had 6 new, she bronze medaled. Tammy's unit had 13 new, she bronze medaled. Jamie Riley's unit had 6 new, she bronze medaled. The speed of the leader is the speed of the gang. And with a silver medal, their unit had 9, and Cara Skelzer had 4 of them, and her on-target car driver had 5. You guys, all you need is one person to run with. That's it. All right, let's see. Here we go. For the Court of Sharing, year-to-date Court of Sharing, #1 in our national, number 5. Number 5 with 8 qualified team members, Jamie Lopez. With number 4 with 8 qualified team members, Brianna Douglas. Number 3 with 9 qualified team members, Brandy Lampman. And number 2 with 11 personal qualified team members, Tammy Clout. And the #1 sales directors in personal Court of Sharing, drum roll please, is Jamie Riley with 17 personal team members. With sales, Court of Sales, here we go. The number 5 director in the Gelzer National area is Brandy Lampman with 21,535. The number 4 director in our national area is Amanda Collins with 21,951. The number 3 director in the national area is Susan Riordan with 25,471. The number 2 director in our national area with 26,104, tracking triple star, is Tammy Clout. Oh my goodness. And the number 1 director in our national area with over $30,000 retail, are you kidding me, is none other than Megan Cruz. First time doing the National Court of Sales. So proud of you guys. Wow. Okay, here are the top 5 units right now, year to date, in the Gelser National area. Number 5 unit with 119,268 retail, the Susan Riordan unit. The number 4 unit with 119,616, the Jamie Riley unit. The number 3 unit, Tracking Unit Club, Amanda Collins with 172,409 in retail production. First full year as a sales director, she is going to finish Unit Club. Oh my goodness. She's following in her senior's example. That's what Nikki did. The number 2 director already finishing her first Unit Club, $311,000, tracking trip, the Tammy Clout unit. Woohoo! And with 492,000, are you kidding? Oh no, that's actually as of last month. Nikki, I think you've crossed $500,000. Because she already has about 4,000 in this month. Nikki Hill already at the $500,000 Unit Club. Are you kidding me? Congratulations. Oh my goodness, another diamond ring or cash or something. Tracking trip and beyond, but really she's tracking this national area. She is passionate about that. I already said, please keep Mary in your prayers, encouraging her. She's going to finish On the Move this month. And Crystal Pounds is finishing Honor Society next month because you know what? You're going to Mexico. And speaking of Mexico, holy cow, you should see the place that we're getting. We're finalizing all the details. A video will come out on Friday along with the dates for February. It is ridiculous. It's right on the beach. If you went to Mexico last time and you thought it was awesome, this is way better. We have 2 people who have earned it. Amanda Collins, you've earned 2 levels of it. So you can either take your husband or I'll pay for your airfare, okay? Because she did Honor Society and she earned the Equinox. Holy cow. Nikki Hill has earned it because she Offspring a sales director. You guys, it is going to be amazing. Seriously, new directors, do your tracks. It is so worth it. You get money, you get trips. Oh my goodness. Seasoned directors, Offspring, do a new car, get a Cadillac, sisters, get a Cadillac. You can do this. Check the rules on this. And congratulations to our DIQs in our national area for this month. We have Beth Eddings in her second and final month of DIQ from the Mary McIntosh unit. And we have from my unit, Becky Clements. Oh my goodness, you heard about her on the Google Hangout on Sunday night. Holy cow. Okay, most improved directors in our Gelser national area. Number 5, most improved, Megan Cruz. Number 4, Brianna Douglas. Number 3, Terry Wilson. Congratulations. Number 2, most improved, Becky Mueller. And the number 1 most improved unit in our national area is none other than the Tammy Clout unit. Congratulations, sisters. Those of you who finished Perfect 6, I didn't have any Perfect 10 winners, but we know that's changing because you guys are rocking this month. Perfect 6, Trisha Bless, Cara Skelzer, Crystal Pounds, Tammy Clout, Becky Mueller, and Nikki Hill. If you need any Gelser area pins, let us know. We will get those out to you. Nikki Hill, congratulations. 11 red jackets in the contest, a $550 bonus. Sisters, all of you are getting that bonus for June. 3 reds, $150. Every red after that, $50, okay? Every quarter that is. Congratulations, Amanda Collins. 6 red jackets, $300 bonus. Tammy Clout, 5 red jackets, $250 bonus. Are you seeing people? They're doing both, and this is all relating. Nikki had 4 unit qualified, so congratulations to you. Actually, I think, I don't know, but you got like an $800 bonus on that one. No, $500 bonus on that because she had 4 unit qualifieds. 1 was personal. Bonus out, sisters. Amanda, 4 unit qualifieds, $400 bonus. Congratulations for that. Are you tracking your qualifieds? And I already told you that Amanda's check was over $5,500. I don't know what Nikki's check was. She's going to share that with you. Tammy's check was over $7,500 plus $1,000 in her sales. So she profited $8,500 last month. Big girl money, sisters, big girl money. So Nikki, are you ready to share what you are passionate about with your both and with doing the 21-day challenge, which you're excited about, not only doing it yourself, of course, but sharing it with your people and looking for leaders and what you're discovering by doing it yourself and by being with your people in the field and at Success Night. All right, I'm going to mute out.
Okay, so good morning, everybody. Yes, my check was over $11,000 because of the 11 red jackets, all the bonuses with that, and then we had 4 unit qualified. I had a personal qualified. We already have 2 unit qualifieds and a star this month from the production last month. We're doing more. I have 2 more personals. I'm going to their sales meeting tonight, 2 hours away, to be in their space and to be the guest at their unit meeting tonight and to take them. And just it is both and. It's just I find that my people are more willing to do what I'm telling them to do if I'm actually doing it. And so the word integrity always sticks out in my brain. Like, how can I ask somebody to be a star if I'm not going to be a star? How can I ask somebody to do these 10 calls, 10 texts a day if I'm not willing to do it? And something Amanda and I did at our meeting last night, and I think we'll continue doing it. And then we're going to probably make Team Tuesdays where people come over and work. Because what I'm realizing is they're just not doing it. I sat with 4 of the Reds who want to go into DIQ May 1st, and it was excuse upon excuse. It was, I don't know people. It was, I don't know this. And finally, I'm like, guys, just stop it. Just stop it. Because I honestly look at you guys, Nikki Willis, and I've had to go through all of her stuff this past week. I looked at her instructor's guide, you guys. I thought about Nikki more. She would come to my house. She would just call me randomly and say, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm in my office. She goes, I'm just going to come over and work downstairs. I said, that's great. That's fine. She would come and work, you guys. She had notebooks of she was just a worker. She didn't even, I mean, you guys, she was dying and she was working and she was ready to work. You know, everything was ready to go. You know, and when I looked, I showed her instructor's guide last night at the sales meeting. You know, all her note cards are in there, all the notes that she ever heard me talk about. And she was just willing to work when she could. And I think what that showed me is, we have to stop making excuses. Like Pam Shaw taught us at career conference, we get do-overs, but we don't get life-overs. And this is ridiculous. Somebody who was dying was working her business. You guys, she still had in about $25,000 in retail sales, and she was only able to work her business like 3 months. I mean, it just blew my mind. I think it just made me realize that let's stop making excuses and let's start making a difference, like Becky always says. And so last night at our sales meeting, we texted the script to everybody. Even though we post it, you guys, this is what you need to know as leaders. You can post things, you can box things, but people aren't going to do those things unless they're in your space and you're kind of making them do it. And so last night we spent time at our sales meeting texting out that script, and you guys, people were getting yeses left and right. They're like, I got a yes, I got a yes. They're just not taking the time at home to do it. So whatever you can do to be in people's space, whether it be over the phone, personally. Yes, Voxer and Facebook is for the masses, but how you move people up is personally. Why am I driving another 2 hours? I already drove 2 hours, you guys, 4 hours in one day to have business planning sessions with these 2 consultants because I need to be in their space. And so that's what I'm just realizing more and more is being in people's space is never wasted. It's very powerful, and we just have to do it more often. I really believe that if you want to move people up, which is my passion, you know, I am working to get 5 personal DIQs in by May 1st and 8 area DIQs. And it's going to take time. It's going to take energy. But that's why I do have my workout clothes, not just to look cute in my workout clothes, but I am actually going to go work out after this because I need energy. I need to get filled up so I can pour out. And I made a decision yesterday. I haven't told my husband yet, but I'm going to go. There's a special event for executives and elites to become nationals, you guys. And so I'm going to invest in that. I'm going to fly out. I'm going to spend 2 days in Miami. I've never been to Miami, so I'm so excited to go. And I made that decision yesterday that I'm serious about becoming a national. And so like I said, you guys, as a leader, you need to be serious about your goals and invest in yourself to become the better leader that you are, whether that be attending director meetings or getting on a plane and going to a workshop for 2 days to be in the space of Lily Gertrude and Kathy Halou. I'm going to go do it. And because I'm serious about becoming a national, and I need to grow myself to be able to finish this up. And so that's why I've been working both in. The last 2 months I bronze medaled, and just from holding parties, you know, it's just holding parties. Yesterday I made my texts and phone calls, and I thought of some more people when Heidi was going through that list of people that I know that do live far away that really struck a chord in my head. And so, I'm looking at my list and I'm tracking it. And from 16 calls and texts yesterday, I have 5 confirmed for tonight. And then I wrote down a few more that after this, I'm going to call and text as well. And yeah, just being willing to go the extra mile, and that I don't have excuses. My life is not what Nikki's was. And if Nikki, maybe God put her in my life for that very reason, to be like, gosh, if she could do it, what are we waiting for? And what are we waiting for? You guys, she wasn't waiting to die. And that's what I loved so much about her. Every time I talk to her, she's like, I am living to live. And so the Mary Kay opportunity gave her something more to live for and to put her focus onto. And so you guys, pour your hearts and souls into this. I mean, that's just what I'm saying is, we have 3 months. I left a Voxer message this morning. It's like 3 months of intentional working every day, of making those 10 calls and texts. You guys, seriously, it took 10 minutes last night at our sales meeting. 10 minutes for these women to make 10 texts, and the people that said they didn't have any, I'm thinking of Amanda's consultant, Katie, who was full of excuses in our mini meeting before the meeting. She got 3 yeses. She got a booking, she got somebody to get on the call tonight, and she got something else. I mean, hello. And then my person, Amy Martinez, who was like, I don't have anybody. She went home and made her 10 texts because her phone was dead. And she went and did that. I mean, she actually did it. So it's getting out of you guys, we have people. And if we don't have people, we know how to get the people. So, and that's just what I said. I said, this is it. If you need people, you go out tomorrow and find people. You go do fish bowls and things tomorrow, customer appreciations. We know what to do, but it's living every day. Honestly, you guys, in the next 3 months, every day with a sense of urgency, every day with a sense of intentionality of what am I doing today to help me towards my goal? What am I doing today to achieve the National Court of Sales? What am I doing today to achieve the National Court of Sharing? And you guys, it's very simple. It's the 21-day challenge. It's 10 phone calls, 10 texts every single day. And that's it. You will be amazed at how much time you have. And if you do it first thing in the morning, before anything else, that's what I've been trying to do. Then I have so much more time to do other things, to be intentional with whose space am I going to be in. And so that's it. I guess what Nikki showed me is, we don't get life do-overs. And I don't want to be in the same place at seminar, you guys. Do you want to be at the same place at seminar that you've been, or do you want to be somewhere different? Do you want to be standing on that stage being celebrated for being the part of I'm so glad I did club versus I wish I had? So I guess that's just what I wanted to share this morning. And it doesn't take any more time and energy to do those 10 calls and texts every day. It gives you more joy. It gives you more energy. That's what I want to tell you is, doing Perfect Six the last couple of months and building people and getting more people into Red Jacket and having more Red Jacket debuts. It's just, that's it. It's so worth it. And so I want to go to seminars saying, I'm so glad I did versus I wish I had.
Wow. You said so many amazing things. You are passionate. Holy cow. I love it. And Nikki, it's interesting. A couple things that you said, I was just looking at some stuff. You did the Perfect Six and you bronze medaled. Guess who else did? Cara Skelzer, Tammy Clout, Becky Mueller. You all did the Perfect Six. I hold to this thought process that when a director sees 30 faces a month, which is the Perfect Six, with intention, she bronze medals. I mean, it's showing right there, you guys, when you work with intention. And I loved how you said, because I know some directors have shared with me that they've been putting off doing the 10 calls and 10 texts till later in the day, and then they don't do it because something else happens. And so first thing, being intentional about doing those texts and those phone calls first thing in the morning and getting that done. I mean, that goes back to everything that we know. Be proactive, and then you can go work with the people. And like you said, Nikki, you have more energy, you have more intention, you have more integrity. You have more integrity. And I'm so glad that you're going to that event for the elites and executives. So glad, because you know what? This is the only time you're going to go as you debut as a national, and then you can sell it to your offspring and to our area about what it did for you. I mean, being in the space of Lily, and is it Stacy James or is it Kathy?
I don't know. I thought it was Kathy Halou, but I don't
okay.
know.
I thought thought it was Stacy, but either one will be fine. Either one will be great. And speaking of Kathy Halou, if I'm going to show this at the quarterly workshop, but if you have not watched the Why story on your direct, on the In Touch, it is amazing. Have you seen it yet, Nikki?
I haven't watched it yet.
It's 30 minutes of pure motivation. I watched it while I was getting ready yesterday. You guys just put it on your phone or your iPad and do it while you're getting ready. It's not something you have to take notes on. But holy cow, she is raw, she is authentic, and I'm using it at the quarterly workshop to show it to the consultants, because it's not on the consultant's website yet because it hasn't been approved by legal, so it can only go to the directors and nationals. So you guys, what did Nikki say? What are you going to do in the next 90 days to be intentional? And then how can you be intentional to find your people wins? Remember, we're doing that mystery night for the half courts. Where are your people for the half court of sales and half court of sharing? And are you going to lead by example by being there yourself? Right? The half unit club, the $150,000 retail, that earns it for you if that's your win. You don't want to be in the same place, right? How can you make a difference now? And just think about this. As you work with intention for the next 90 days, how is that going to set you up for the next seminar year, right? How is that going to set you up? Remember, it takes 30 days to create momentum. It takes 90 days to create a movement. I don't know where the trip is next year. Nikki, have you heard where the trip is next year?
I have no idea.
No, and nobody has said on the National Voxer, but some of you were asking. Yeah, work for the next 90 days to set yourself up for the trip for next year and for your national area. But these 90 days count to create a movement. And so as we close up, I do want to share with you, if you're not reading this book, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, it is amazing. Everything he says, and I went over those chapters again, and the chapters are on respect. And Nikki, exactly what you talked about today, he said this. People naturally follow leaders greater than themselves. They want to follow them. When you are leading by example, by doing the 21-day challenge, people will want to follow you because they will respect you. It's integrity, like Nikki talked about. It's integrity. And you know what? It is necessary because we have volunteer armies as directors. People don't have to do anything. And so how do you lead a volunteer army? With respect. And they will also respect success. Plain and simple. They respect a free car. They respect a pink Cadillac. They respect a paycheck. They respect that, my friends. They respect that. And so he talked about in this, the law of respect, he talked about courage, having the courage to do what other people aren't. Are you going to have the courage to do the 21-day challenge? 21 days in a row, not just 21 days here or there, but as a sales director, 21 days in a row. Are you going to have success? That's level 3 leadership, isn't it? Success. When you have the paycheck, when you have the free car, that is success to people. When you have the diamond rings, when you have the diamond bumblebee, they will lead you, you will lead them, and they will follow because you are successful. Number 3, loyalty. And here's what I want to just say to you, my friends. Loyalty is a big deal to me. Loyalty is a very big deal to me. And our national, Joanne Kennington, always used to say, your people will treat you as you treated your director and your national. And so when you show up to events, whether you have consultants there or not, that says a lot to me as a leader. When you are loyal, Nikki, even though she's building her own national area, she is always loyal to me as a national sales director. And I so respect that. Those of you who go to your area events and you are loyal to the nationals in your area, whether it be me or whether it be another director or national, that's a big deal. Because the loyalty that you show to your leader, your people will show to you. And loyalty is important. Respect, the law of respect. And number 4, when you add value to others. When you are totally about how can I serve others, right? We've always learned that our role as leaders are servant leaders. It's not how can our people serve us, but how can we serve them? And then chapter 8 was on the law of intuition. And he said this is the toughest one because it's intuition. but he said that you become a reader of situations and a reader of people. My friends, the more that you are in front of great leaders, the better your intuition grows. Nikki, you've often talked about this, how you go to events, not necessarily to get training, but to see how leaders interact with people. You're going to go to this exclusively for Elite's event, and you're going to watch Lily Gotro, and you're going to watch the other national, whether it be Stacey James or Kathy Halou, and you are going to learn not so much what they tell you. Remember, my friends, it's not what leaders do. It's not those kind of questions. It's how they think. And as Nikki Bartell trained us last night, as she is going for the Queen of the Emerald seminar, she really taught us how she thinks. What did she read? Darren Hardy, The Compound Effect. What have we been talking about? The compound effect with the 21 days. I had a consultant say to me, oh my goodness, I did my 10 calls, my 10 texts yesterday, but I didn't get any results. I'm like, that's normal. It's the compound effect. You're not supposed to get results on the first round. Are we reminding our people of that? Are we leading them? Do we have that intuition? So you build intuition by being around great leaders. You know, great leaders crave mentorship. They crave it. Nikki is craving that mentorship. Those of you, when we send out emails about the director meeting and you're like, oh my goodness, yes, I'm going to be there. That's craving mentorship, you guys. Are you craving mentorship? And how do you know the people in your units, they crave mentorship? When you have people who decide not to show up to Moving Up Night, they're not ready for leadership yet, in my opinion, because they're not craving leadership. So intuition, how else do you develop intuition? By being at the door for your success nights, by meeting people there, by shaking their hands, by asking them questions. You know, Tracy Hankey did a great job of asking consultants last night what they expected of the night, and that she used those answers in her opening. She connected with people. That's intuition, connecting with people. He said, some people are born with it. They naturally understand it, and that's a gift. And some of us have that. Number two, some of them can nurture themselves to have better intuition. And that's the rest of us on this call. Some of us are born with it and we are building it, but some of us need to nurture it, and you're craving it. And that's why you're here. And some people will never have intuition because they're not willing. They're not willing to learn it. You develop intuition, he said, by changing your thinking. And how do you change your thinking? By the books that you read, by the videos that you watch, by the CDs and podcasts that you listen to, and by the 5 people you hang around most. I'm going to say that again. You develop intuition by changing your thinking. If you want to be more intuitive, you'll check who you surround yourself with. Also with intuition, you know when to change. You know, Joanne Cunnington didn't talk to me much, but when she did, it was powerful. I don't know, I'm frozen on here. There you go. When she did, it was powerful. And she always told me this, Heidi Gelzer, a top director can change on a dime. If something isn't working, she changes it. You heard that from Nikki today. As she was in the space of her people last night, she intuitively thought, they're not working. They're not doing what I'm telling them to do. So how can I be in their space more? Well, I might develop a working Tuesday where they can come to my house and actually do it. That might work for her and her group. Intuition. Sue Ponko and Lisa Madsen and Mary Grunholz, they heard about the 21-day challenge and they didn't just think about it. They just didn't think, oh, that's a great idea. They went to work with it. Lisa Madsen used her intuition as she was going to be on the Google Hangout a couple weeks ago. And she called up Crystal Trojanowski when she found out the person who brought that to Mary Kay was in Crystal's area. Even though she wasn't, quote unquote, the winner of that week's DIQ challenge, who's usually the guest speaker on that call, on that Google Hangout, Lisa Madsen used her intuition and she said she needs to be on it. See, great leaders change on a dime. If something's not working, they use their intuition to not keep doing the same thing, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and not getting any results. That's the definition of insanity. Now, some things are necessary, right? Holding parties, full circle parties are necessary. Get on the phone and getting those bookings are necessary. But sometimes we need to tweak our method. Sometimes we need to figure out how do we get in the space of people. Sometimes we figure out how do we connect with people. That's intuition. So you guys, if you have not read chapters 7 and 8 yet, I would suggest that you do so because he's just so smart. And if you want to change your thinking, change the books that you read and the people that you hang out with. Holy cow, this is going to be an amazing April. You have momentum, right? 30 days creates momentum. 90 days creates a movement. You are out there working in March, and it shows. And it shows in your paychecks, and it shows in your confidence. And as I'm talking to you individually, it shows in your plans. I'm not telling you how far you are off a car. You know how far you are off a car. You're taking responsibility. You know how far you are off of the court of sales. You know what you're going to do to get there. I love it. I love it. We're a national area of leaders, and leaders build leaders. When your confidence grows to a level 10, that's the people that you're going to be recruiting. Who's excited about that? To have an organization full of level 10 leaders like yourself. So keep growing, keep working, grow that confidence every day, grow that muscle every day. And like Nikki said, it gets easier. It doesn't take more energy. It brings you joy. It brings you joy. I want each and every one of you to do the 21-day challenge this month. I want to do a drawing from 16 sales directors for the free seminar registration. I want your people to see you leading by example, because they will respect you. They will respect you. And when they respect you as a leader, anything can happen. All right, my friends, we're going to do it. What's the goal this month? It is our best month ever. 90,000 first line, 20,000 my personal unit, that's 110,000, 80,000, that's 190,000, and 10 or more thousand from third line. That's a $200,000 wholesale month from our national area. But more importantly, who's your next DIQ? Remember, as you're making these calls, be intentional. Number one, who's my next personal? Number two, who's my next DIQ? Do not be confused. Time in front of people is never wasted. Nikki, anything you want to share as we close up the Google Hangout?
No, I can't say what Amanda said last night. It's naughty.
I don't think you can say that, no. You can say part of it, just not the last part. Change that to which.
Ride or die, which. It's basically just, I realized too, just all the things we always hear, but being intentional with your people and just saying, are you in? Are you really in this to do it? Are you willing to change your life and your circumstances in the next 3 months? Because that's really what's going to happen when you work every day for 90 days. Are you willing to change your life? I mean, and that's what's going to happen with people becoming directors. That's going to change their life. With women earning Cadillacs, that's going to change their life. So that's it. Maybe just put that on Post-it notes all over your house. Are you willing to change your life in the next 90 days? So,
yes. All right, sisters, go out there and change lives. Bye. Thanks, Nikki.